So if, like me, part of your plans when you retire is to do a bit of travelling, then I'm hoping you'll find this video really useful, actually. I'm going to start off by just running through a couple of trips I've done this week up in North Yorkshire. But the heart of this is really towards the end of the video when I talk about how, with a bit of pre-retirement planning, you can really financially sustainably do some international travel, some world travel, really, without breaking the bank, using some tricks I recently learned on YouTube. Okay, so here's a bit of my visit to North Yorkshire first. So I'm here in the beautiful North Yorkshire moors on a work assignment. I just really wanted to catch up. Here I am in Danby fire station there. I've had a couple of days travelling for work, so I've been to a couple of great hotels. I'll leave some details here. So started off Sunday night in Middlesbrough in the Holiday Inn Express, which I thought was amazing, actually. Fantastic facilities, brilliant breakfast included, great price rate, and I decided to join the IHG rewards scheme, because I think when me and my wife do retire in the next couple of years, we will be looking to do a bit of travel, and the IHG rewards card looks amazing, actually. Some of the benefits you get, so I'll chat about that later on. But today I've just been in the Fox Hounds up here in Danby, which is an amazing place as well. Such beautiful countryside, just great service as well. If you are here on business, be aware that the breakfast only starts at 8:30 in the morning. So if you're like me, you have to be in at 8:45 and you're 20 minutes away. That was a little bit of a rush, and I hope I don't get too much indigestion later on. So on my way down to my office here now in the North Yorkshire moors, which is absolutely gorgeous. And on Sunday, I did post a video up, actually, talking about my concerns about the Magnificent Seven, which includes NVIDIA. Now, NVIDIA is a company that I've kind of known about and followed as a bit of an IT geek since probably mid to late 90s, really, when I was quite into graphics cards, and NVIDIA was the thing to be buying. And obviously, they've had since then a huge, absolutely ginormous growth in their stocks. But I did say on Sunday that I was a little bit nervous about whether AI was sustainable, given what I'd been through in 1999 with the dot-com bubble and some similarities you could see there. So I'll link that video at the end if you didn't get a chance to watch that. But I have noticed this morning, it was on BBC News when I got up, actually, that they dropped 15% the share price since Thursday. Which is sad and unfortunate, really, but because I know a lot of people's pensions will have been heavily invested in the US stock market, so that will have had some kind of an impact on a lot of people. But for me, I'm looking to retire. Let me switch back to the countryside because it's so lovely around here. In a couple of years, and one of the reasons I'm still here is this. All the locations across the UK, which are the patches that I kind of work in, are in locations like this. Absolutely beautiful locations, beautiful places, and the jobs amazing as well. Which is, a lot of people saying, don't leave it too late. Health's more important. Get out of the rat race, all that kind of stuff. And I will do that. The two major things that are keeping me on the road and keeping me in this job is I really like it. It's a fantastic job to be working in, and secondly, I've still got a daughter in university. In fact, my son has just finished, but he's not quite home yet. But my daughter's still got a year to go, and just that's, as a parent, anyone who's a parent will know that's always kind of the top priority, really, when you're thinking about financial position and your financial health. So I can't see me retiring during the next 12 months while my daughter's still at uni, and then shortly afterwards she's going to need a bit of stability at home, unless she does decide she's in Nottingham at the moment, to work away and find a job away from home. But my guess is she'll want to come home at least for some time until she finds out what she needs to do. And stability is something that we want to keep for both of them, really, just in this more sensitive part of their lives. So yeah, I'm kind of pleased for myself that I moved out of the world stocks on Friday. Last week, and I moved into the FTSE 250 because, mind you, it's early in the day today. It's not even 9 o'clock yet, and the Nvidia could bounce back to more than it was on Thursday by the time this video gets pushed up onto YouTube. So I'm well aware of that. But I am nervous about the Magnificent Seven, and just how the price to earnings of over 35 between them is just too much for me, really. I can't cope with anything with a PE ratio above 25, never mind 35, really. But I hope it does recover, because I know a lot of people will be invested in that. Not sure how much of this vista you can see, but North Yorkshire moors, particularly on a lovely sunny day like it is today, are just incredible. Came down to breakfast at the Fox Hounds this morning, which was amazing breakfast. I'll put a picture of it up because I had to take a snap of it, and there was a couple of Americans in there as well. I could just tell that they were blown away by the British countryside. Such a lovely part of the world. So, believe it or not, this is my office, or one of the offices I get to use when I'm at work. Just up this lane. Such an amazing location. Such a lovely place to work. If you're here every day, it can be a little bit tricky to get to, because the buses and public transport in this area is not as good as it is in some urban areas. But if you are mobile, then it's an amazing location to be at. And this is me.
Here's some clips of the Holiday Inn Express in Middlesbrough.
So this is the rooftop car park for the Cleveland Shopping Centre here in Middlesbrough. And I'm here because this is the Holiday Inn Express. So from the car park on the roof, you enter through this side entrance here if you come in your car. I must say, it did take me a while to find the entrance to this car park. If you follow the postcode that you're given for the Holiday Inn Express, it takes you to the front. And I did have to drive around 360 around the whole of the Cleveland Centre to find the entrance for the car park. So I'm in 237. Actually stayed here last night, so the room's a little bit of a mess. So here we go. Nice room, not a great view in this particular room, 237. Sorry for the messy bed. So going to be doing a little bit of work here this morning before I pop to the office. Yep, see the bathrooms further outside. Great shower, actually. Used it this morning, so but yeah, really good. This thing here is just about my height, so I banged my head on it quite severely last night. That was partly my fault, partly the hotel's fault for putting it there. Did it again this morning. That was 100% my fault, because I knew it was there by then.
here's some clips from the Fox and Hounds in Danby. The bar area is actually gorgeous. It's really cosy. Nice crowd come in. This is the breakfast room where I came down for breakfast. Fantastic choice. I went for the Yorkshire breakfast, which was huge. Before that, there's a range of cereals and coffees and teas available from this table here that you can just choose from yourself. Such friendly staff, lovely, friendly, warm welcome in the morning as well. Great view out the window. I went for a little stroll out here this morning just to catch my breath before the day. Here's the amazing breakfast that I ordered. And this is just me outside, just having a little look around the front of the building. Couldn't ask for a better location. You will need to be on the Wi-Fi.
Okay, so they were the couple of trips I've done recently. Now, the heart of this, what I wanted to talk about really, is how we can make the cost of international travel, maybe world travel, even affordable. And, you know, if you were planning without any pre-thought and kind of tips and tricks to go disappear around the world, circumnavigate the globe for a year, and you want to include your entertainment costs, your flights, your cruise costs, all the accommodation while you're there in different countries in the world, you might be thinking of a couple of £100,000, maybe £300,000 or £400,000 for the whole year to cover that, really. Whereas it can be done for around £50,000. Now, this is a mixture of using reward points and tips and tricks really around how to make the best benefit from various different apps out there. So I'm going to start off by talking about the IHG card. Now, I won't do, this video is already quite long, so I'm not going to go into a lot of specific details about this. But in summary, so if you decide you want to stay in the upper end of the market, such as Crown Plaza hotels in the Philippines, Thailand, Japan, that kind of thing, or you might want to come down a level and stay in Holiday Inn Expresses across different parts of the world, then IHG, they all belong to the IHG group. And although typically for Crown Plaza in Europe, you might say pay £140 a night, in the Philippines, that's probably going to be more like £90 a night. Now, what you can also do when you've got the IHG card is a couple of things. Is you can buy points to book the hotels, and at various points during the year, rather than buying a point to effectively cost £1, you can buy them half price. So that £90 fee for a night in the Philippines would suddenly become a £45 fee per night. And also with the card, if you have the right level of card, every fourth night is free. So that's taking your cost down, potentially by 70% on your accommodation costs. You can also use them points to upgrade things like flights and cruise times, that kind of thing. And also, they give you a lot of benefits. So some travelers who are using the IHG card now will find that they will automatically get upgraded. So if you're a platinum member, when you walk into a hotel in your reception, say you booked in for 16 nights and you booked into some standard accommodation, you'll get upgraded to a suite because you're a platinum member. And then also they'll give you club access, which means even though it's not included in the room rate, you will get breakfast free, and you can go to the club room at any time during the day, and there's always snacks and drinks available. So using that facility, you can really cut down your food costs as well. So I'm going to do a more detailed video on that because, as I say, this video is getting a little bit long. But the other thing I've done over the last few days is use a fantastic app in the UK if you're traveling around called Too Good To Go. And what this does is allows different restaurants and chains to, at the end of the day or the end of when their working day is to, rather than throwing food away that they didn't sell, is to offer it at often 70% discounts. Now, this is great for you if you're traveling around on the motorways. So on the way up to Middlesbrough this week, I called in to the Weatherby services, and I picked up a fantastic meal for two there for £5. I'll put some images up here. It was absolutely incredible. The food was really nice, and the lovely lady who served me, they gave me a lot of choice, actually. It wasn't just the leftovers because they had quite a lot. I could pick the type of meal I wanted, I could pick my sides, that kind of thing. It was amazing. And then on the way back from Middlesbrough, I stopped at Leeds services, and the Leon there was also fantastic. I'll show you a picture of here what I got there, and that was only £3.99, and that was a meal for two as well, with a drink included and a pastry as well. So, you know, for less than £9, I've, you know, fed myself pretty much for 2 days for two people. So that's just one amazing example of if you know your way around that, I've absolutely got some tips and tricks on, and that these things are available in different countries around the world as well. So I'm hoping to do a bit more on this, because my wife and I are planning when we retire to actually go out and do some international travel. And if we can work out that we can set ourselves an all-world travel budget, including everything, planes and travel and accommodation and food and entertainment while we're there, for £50,000 for the whole year, then that'll just be incredible for us. It'll really help with the finances. So I'm going to do a little bit of work on providing some information to you guys on how we're going to do that. And then as we progress towards retirement, hopefully you'll be able to follow along with us and see how we're getting on with the budget that we set ourselves.